and Gen Z are just the most depressed generations ever. It's because we are. But there's a real reason for that.
I'm seeing Gen Z talk about life lately, and honestly, I feel it in my chest, bruh. I feel it.
Gen Zs, y'all be lazy. I feel like they be lazy and they want things handed to them because they are so used to microwave culture.
I know you're probably tired of people telling you to be a business owner and run your own business and stuff like that. And I'm here to tell you there's definitely benefits of working a 9-to-5, such as like insurance, like healthcare. Like you really don't know how important healthcare is until you have a health scare, or just the stability of having a consistent check coming in from a 9-to-5 can save you a lot of headache, because as a business owner you have a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Now, while there are benefits to the 9-to-5, a lot of people are saying that the 9-to-5 is starting to feel like a trap. Life is feeling like a finesse, and Gen Z cannot take it anymore. Check this out.
I'm seeing Gen Z talk about life lately, and honestly, I feel it in my chest, bruh. I feel it, especially the 2000 babies. I am seeing it, asking what's the point? What's the point? What are we working towards? Why are we working nonstop just to barely get by? I feel it. It's heavy. And I'm scrolling through the comments and everybody's saying the same thing. You know, I'm tired. I feel this sense of doom. Nothing feels real anymore. Not just talk, right? It's not just talk.
I want to say, bruh, you hear what he's saying and how people describe life. That shit sounds it's just a state of survival. You feel me? Your body is just in a state of survival. It's no different from when, I promise you, psychologically, how your body reacts. No, physiologically, how your body reacts. This shit is just like when motherfuckers was living off the land and cavemen and surviving in the wild and all types of shit. Listen, you might have certain things together and XYZ. You might have a place you know you can get food from. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you feel like you're just barely getting by, nigga. You feel like you can never actually relax and just be at ease, nigga. We have the society that we have now, but if you're living in that state physiologically, the way your body is reacting, it's the same as the cavemen motherfuckers and motherfuckers who was living in the wild.
Collective heaviness. And I'm 27, right? I'm an older Gen Z, but still Gen Z nonetheless. And I felt this in high school, right? The idea of working a 9-to-5 and then coming home and just entertaining yourself and then repeating the next day. Back then it was already something in my spirit rejecting that. And now more and more of us are waking up and asking, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? The American dream ain't a dream no more. The American dream is dead. It's survival. It's exhaustion. It's wild because millennials feel it. Gen Alpha, they're picking it up. And the boomers, they ain't really talk about it. But now everything's coming to the surface. People are thinking about leaving the country. I don't blame them. I've been having those thoughts myself. Living where life doesn't cost your soul. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, this nigga live in front of this nigga. I think this nigga live in Colorado, nigga, or some type. Nigga got some type of mountainous range behind him, nigga.
Living where credit doesn't rule you, where you don't have to work yourself into a grave just to live decently. You know, and we're up against a lot in this system, right? Let's be honest. Like AI taking jobs, people are already having trouble finding work. Job market ain't good right now. You know what I'm saying? People's benefits getting cut. People in chaos right now. People really going through it, bro. Like I talk to people generally, heart to heart. People are going through it. You know, don't believe everything you seeing. You know, not everyone's out here living the glamorous influencer life. You know, you might be doing well if you rich and you live in that life, okay. But for the majority of us, it's not like that. You know, on top of the political chaos, the talks of war, you know what I'm saying, pandemics and all that. It's a lot. See, I was in the middle of Costco the other day and I got stopped by a lady. She looked like she was an older millennial and she was asking me about the rice in my cart. And next thing you know, she's like, I don't even really know what to eat anymore. You know, because it seems like everything here is just, we're being poisoned here in America. The artificial dyes and the preservatives. And we're in the middle of Costco talking about it. We confused about what to buy. We don't know what.
Because you're buying at Costco. Okay, you can get great deals at Costco. You're getting great deals typically because it's not the healthiest and highest of quality shit. No, flavor wise and things of that nature, it might be great, but if you want, there's plenty of healthy food options out here, my nigga. You just gotta go to the fucking market. Go to the farmer's market, gang. Go to the local organic markets, nigga. Luckily in the DMV, I got a store called Mom's. Fucking clutch, gang. Clutch is shit. If there's anything that would make me stay in the DMV, it's the fact that that store is here. Because I know shit like that isn't everywhere, nigga. You in Atlanta, I find myself going to Publix and shit like that, nigga. Whole Foods. Whole Foods ain't bad, though. But, nigga, Costco, you ain't finding the healthy shit for real.
To get, because it seems like everything's just slowly killing us, getting us sick and having to go get medical bills that
Yeah,
are...
man, you're in stage 3 of the spiritual awakening process. Next is ego death and then dark night of the soul, bro. Seen it all before. You're just now realizing certain things about how life is set up around you. And here you go, man. Happens to everybody, nigga.
expensive on top of everything else.
Maybe not everybody. There's a lot of people who are very unaware in this bitch. Like, no trolling shit though. Like people just start realizing shit in phases, bro. I promise you, the phases are so real. You start realizing shit. Next, you just start dissolving who you used to be and looking at life completely different because the new information you got, your reality's completely shifted. And then next is adapting to this new reality, and it's not always easy. And that's what you hear a lot of people complaining about and talking about on TikTok and shit like that these days.
To get, because it seems like everything's just slowly killing.
If you ever, I'm sorry, I keep pausing, but I just keep coming to more shit to say. If you ever come across somebody who just starts spitting out shit like this, though, and they're stuck in that phase that I just said, when they realize something and then they never stop trying to realize and learn new things about how the world is against you. So that's the only lens that they have to look at reality and to look at life. And they just kind of stuck in that phase and that energy right now. So that's why that's all that they talk about. That's why that's the only way they see life. Feel me?
Us, getting us sick and having to go get medical bills that are expensive on top of everything else. We are grieving systems that we never asked for. And then we're just expected to keep going like everything's just fine. I mean, even relationships ain't the same no more. Like, relationships, bro. The internet done shifted everything. It's like nobody's really healing. Everyone's just surviving. I'm 27 and it's hard to even imagine what my 30s are gonna look like. But I do know this. I'm not a pessimistic person, right? I'm a very positive soul. If you know me and you speak to me, you know I like speaking life into people.
Right.
But when I take an objective look at just what we're dealing with in these systems filled with fear,
right,
it is chaos. It is a lot,
right?
Right? When you really get into it, we're not crazy. We're not crazy. We're just awake.
Right,
wow,
right.
A lot of relatable things that guy just said. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people watching this video that probably feels similar to how he feels. And I was reading the comments and it really had me thinking. Like this comment right here. It says, the new American dream is to leave this place. In other words, to leave America. Or even this comment, food makes us sick, the medicine makes us sicker, internet made everybody accessible and make it easier to cheat, make it easier and easier to cheat. Nobody has morals, loyalty, nothing no more. It's a dog eat dog world. Just to go back to the comment that says the new American dream is to leave this place. As a family man, I do think about this a lot. I have conversations with people that I know, like, how would y'all feel about leaving the country? Like, and I say that because I see the way the country is going and I'm like, okay, am I gonna sit around and watch it burn, or am I gonna sit around and watch things get worse, or am I gonna find an exit? Am I gonna find, like, you know, just backup plans outside of here, especially as a man with kids?
I know me, bro. I definitely want to live in Costa Rica. Somewhere that's very safe, somewhere with wildlife, great weather, and although they have wet and dry seasons, still good weather, and a beach. Florida, I probably couldn't do Florida just because they're more prone to hurricanes. Costa Rica doesn't get hit with them as much, but I've definitely considered this and put genuine thought into this shit before. For Costa Rica, maybe somewhere in the Caribbeans, maybe, because I'm very big on the hurricane thing, or Portugal, feel me?
Young kids. Because
Ghana too.
as a businessman, I understand America from a business point of view.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the American dream is what the original founders and entrepreneurs and businessmen that set up America, like Carnegie and Ford and what was that nigga name? Rockefeller. This is what they came together and said the American dream is. This was their dream of America. You feel me? For there to be people who who go to college, work all the time, get a salary, and are happy with the life that we give them while they build up the businesses that we created. Feel me? That was their dream, but they sold it to you like this should be your dream because it's better than being hungry, thirsty, and impoverished.
Business.
Little do you know that you can do the work and still be in that same state of being. Because there's plenty of people with jobs and getting paid every 2 weeks that are consistently check to check and hungry, thirsty, and impoverished.
Aspect. Now, I also understand from a consumer aspect, America is not built off of comfort for the people. It is built off of business. It's not built off of comfort for the people. It's built off of cheap labor and taking the money back. If you don't believe me, look at all of the things that we are taxed for in America.
Taxes are high.
We are getting taxed with income
Good
tax.
God.
We're getting taxed with sales tax. We're getting taxed with property tax. We're getting taxed with motor vehicle tax. We're getting taxed with...
Pretty sure there's an air tax.
Bro, there's a tax for everything you could... Like, every aspect of life, even the money, even after you've got taxed, your taxed money is being taxed in so many different areas, right? Apparently there's a death tax that happens, right?
You can't even die for free in America.
You can't even die.
Honestly, I think it's true.
Don't lay down and take the... Fuck. TOS. Don't lay down and take the assault then, nigga. Fight back, nigga. There's ways around taxes, fool. There are ways around taxes, nigga. This is why you hear so many stories about Bezos and Trump and all of these billionaires that pay such a small amount of taxes because they know the loopholes and workarounds this shit, nigga. You don't just have to let these niggas tax you. But if you don't know anything and you don't do anything about it, then that's exactly what you're going to subject yourself to.
Really sad that this is where America is right now. And this is the reality that most of us are living in. And by the looks of politics, it looked like things are only going to get worse. Like, I believe a lot of people in America have this thought that things are going to come back down and things are going to get a lot cheaper. The way I see it is the people that's at the top that are making the money, I don't think they're going to adjust the prices because they've still been able to make money. It's not like people are now not buying groceries. It's not like people aren't still looking and searching for houses. So to them, it's like, why lower the price if the people are still going to buy the stuff? The sad reality is the people at the top are not going to pivot because something is hurting you but benefiting them. That's just how it is. And that's what people mean when they say it's a dog eat dog world. And it shouldn't be like that, but that is how it is. One of the easiest examples that the person at the top really does not care about us is the medicine, the pharmaceutical companies. Like, why are we being given medicine that is going to hook us onto a drug but never really cure or fix the thing that we initially came to the doctors for? But instead, you're prescribing me a medicine I gotta take for the rest of my life. And if I don't take it, I'm gonna become even sicker than when I first came to you. So you force me to subscribe to a drug that you're gonna keep on taxing me for, but you're not gonna charge me directly. You're gonna charge my insurance, something I can't see. Like, if these companies really care about us, if the people that was over all of this really cared about us, why wouldn't they just heal the sick? Like, have you ever seen how much it costs to go to the doctor? Like, I mean, have you ever had to pay out of pocket for a doctor's visit? I feel like the way America treats the sick or the dead is one of the most obvious signs that this is all a business and we're just pieces on the board being moved around. But this is one of the best realizations that you could come to as well, that nobody is coming to save you. Things may not
When I think about shit like that, it make me say thank you to the U.S. military, nigga.
get better. So what can you
Who? Looking nice. Who?
do?
Gen Zs, y'all be lazy. I feel like they be lazy.
grandmother ass emo girl.
And they want things handed to them because they are so used to.
You know, these young boys, these young niggas now, these young girls and boys and these hoodlums running around, what they call them, YNs? Yeah, these young niggas. See, the problem with them these days is they lazy. They don't want to get off their ass.
Microwave culture.
Now wait a motherfucking minute. Let's not forget that y'all are the generation that Gen Z watched lay on y'all mother's, grandmother's, grandpa's couch and got fussed at for not having a job. Y'all talking like y'all have the fucking blueprint. Y'all just not getting off y'all motherfucking ass. If y'all had the blueprint, we wouldn't have to be doing half of the that we doing right now. Y'all supposed to make it easier for the next generation, but y'all spent y'all lives enjoying life. So now y'all are in y'all late 30s, early 40s, doing the same thing that we motherfucking doing. Now we picking up the crumbs to the cake y'all motherfucking ate. You might be seeing a lot of Gen Z and you viewing them as lazy, but most of the time we not fucking lazy. We are fucking tired. All this y'all said that y'all done back in the day, we can try to do that right now, and it's gonna be 10 times as fucking hard. I am out here working.
To be fair, though, you know, just play a little bit of devil's advocate. I feel like 9 out of 10 lazy ass people, if you ask what their reason for not doing something would be, they'd probably say that they're tired. I don't know, but it was still a great point.
24/7. I done live like 7 fucking lives. You gotta damn near kill yourself just to get by in society today. Gen Z is the reason that a lot of today happening is fucking happening because you just had a voice a long time.
Can't stand when the audio and visual fucked up.
Gen Z by in society today. Gen Z is the reason that a lot of today happening is fucking happening because you just had a voice a long time ago and y'all still didn't use it. But oh, now Gen Z talking, oh, they disrespectful. Oh, but then when some good happened, oh, Gen Z, they know they can open up their mouth and
Yeah.
so like what is
Who the fuck put this Dunes of Saudi Arabia music behind this rant?
But oh, now Gen Z talking, oh, they disrespectful. Oh, but then when some good happened, oh, Gen Z, they know they can open up
Who the fuck put this deserts of Cairo, Egypt behind this fucking rant?
their mouth and
Yeah.
so like what is it? Y'all motherfuckers are the ones that been stuck in y'all ways for years and years and years. Half of the motherfuckers millennials are still living the same life that they've been living since they was 17 to 25 years old. So who's lazy? I'm aggravated. I love you, B. Simone, but what you said, I didn't fucking like.
Gen Zs, y'all be lazy. I feel like they be lazy and they want.
I think most of us in the workforce have a bone to pick with Gen Z. This app and several others, where it's Instagram, YouTube, whatever, is full of people posting videos of them just leaving in the middle of the shift without telling anyone, or just saying, well, I'm just never going to show up to work again. I don't like it. On behalf of all of your coworkers, get fucked. Listen, I get if a job...
Yo, bro, white people lingo be fucking golden, bro. Be fucking gnarly, man. Like, I swear, bro. Their lingo is so fucking tough.
You're just saying, well, I'm just never going to show up to work again. I don't like it. On behalf of all of your coworkers,
get fucked.
I get if a job isn't for you. If it's not something you enjoy, maybe you don't enjoy your boss, maybe it's toxic workplace, or maybe it's just a job field you're finding out you don't like. That's fine. Tell somebody. Say, hey, you know what? This isn't working out. I'm not coming back. Or give a 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks, bruh. 2 weeks. Like, nah, I don't walk out. I'll always give notice for just to be on some man shit. Just to be on some collar and a tie shit. Feel me?
Whatever you do, don't just fucking not show up. I've had a few jobs I didn't like. I've had some bosses I didn't like. At the same time, I may not have liked them, but I would still at least give notice before I left. And
Listen. When I was working at Ruth Chris, all right, and I stopped working there, I put in my 2 weeks. Didn't have to do that. I've done that at every job I stopped working at too. Put in my 2 weeks. And on my last day, my very last day working there, nigga, everything fell apart. All right. I didn't have my work shoes in the car. I usually leave them there. I didn't have my work shoes in the car. I didn't peep until 10 minutes before my shift started. I'm driving to Target. Mind you, I did not have to do this. I'm driving to Target. I'm driving to Nordstrom Rack. I'm running around Georgetown in DC trying to find some shoes to work in, nigga. I was gonna spend the money and then buy it and then return them later. But I could have just said, fuck it, I'm just not gonna show up. It's my last day, not working here no more. Fuck it. Shit just didn't work out. I could have just done that, fool. But just to be on some man shit and some real integrity shit, I still got whatever shoes I could and showed up, nigga. And mind you, I didn't even find some shoes. I still showed up, nigga. All I had was slides, bro. But I still just went to the back and got started on what it is that I needed to do. Just on some real man and real integrity shit, fool. And then I wound up getting some shoes later on in my shift. And then I finished my shift strong. Finished what I started, feel me? Being on some man shit is so imperative, bruh. I can't stand that shit now, nigga. I'll never forget when my mans was going to buy a car, and I went with him because I know a lot about how dealerships work, and was helping him throughout that whole process. And when he sat down with the salesman, he went on a test drive. We was chopping it with the salesman and everything. Like, he was real certain that he was gonna buy this car. Hell, me and him both were. Feel me? And then when he stepped off to go get his manager for something, this nigga started having second thoughts, and it was just like anxiety started whooping his ass like on some panic attack shit. And cause you know how it be before you make a big purchase sometimes, biggest purchase he ever made, and anxiety was whooping his ass, nigga. And he told me, bruh, should I get this John, bruh? I think there were some other things that went into play with it too. But he was like, bruh, should I get this John, bruh? Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm forcing this shit. I feel like I'm only doing this because bro said this about me, and I feel like I gotta get to where I wanna be, and da 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 da. So basically he wanted to get this car because another person made him feel insecure about where he was in life. And he did that whole process of getting the car. He could have gotten it. And once bruh stepped off, nigga said, bruh, let's just go. Like, I'm sorry, let's just go. Let's just go. We're not getting it. I'm not getting it. And then we left. Didn't say nothing to bro. I wound up texting him because I got his number. Bro, we was really cooling, bruh. I got his number and everything. I texted him afterwards and I said, hey, bro, I'm sorry. My man has second thoughts. He ain't want to get the car. Sorry for leading you on. But after that shit, I was like, bro, that's so fucked up, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, on some man shit, you did not have to do that. On some real live, on some man shit, didn't have to do that, man. But back to the video.
Understand things have changed. Not everyone's giving a 2-week notice. You don't have to give a 2-week fucking notice. You just have.
See, this nigga real angry for a reason, bro. Look at his palms, bro. This nigga just got done replacing somebody's catalytic converter, and meanwhile, he go on TikTok on his 5-minute break. On his 5-minute break, he starts scrolling TikTok and sees some delinquent ass 19-year-old walk out on his shift talking about done for work, done working here, just decided to walk out. Fuck this job. Hashtag Gen Z. Oh yeah. Had him chopped, nigga. Had him fucked up, nigga.
Have changed. Not everyone's giving a 2-week notice.
Y'all got him fucked up, nigga.
You just have to give a notice.
You want to know why it seems like millennials and Gen Z are just the most depressed generations ever? It's because we are. But there's a real reason for that. Millennials and Gen Z are honestly the first two generations to see the bullshit for what it was. And not only that, we're the first two.
Y'all niggas think millennials and Gen Z are the most depressed generation ever? Nigga, it's 2025. 200 years ago, our ancestors were in the field yelling, yes, masters, I sorry, I won't do it again. Nigga, you think we're living in the most depressed time ever, nigga? Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. I mean, it honestly just comes down to this. What would you rather endure? Physical trauma and physical abuse, or emotional, spiritual, and mental, psychological, and emotional abuse, but slowly and sustained for your whole life, you would still choose this, nigga. You would still choose this because the physical abuse is still mentally and psychologically abusing.
Generation
Your big bro. Let the fucking video play, man. Stop yapping.
to actually speak out against the bullshit. Like me, for example, I'm a millennial. I'm a younger millennial. I was born in 1991, which essentially is just 6 years before Gen Z. We were the generation
1991 and young should not be said in the same sentence. It's like, nah, I'm not one of them.
that were told by our Gen X and Boomer parents that if you go to college, get a degree, you graduate, you get a good job, that's all you gotta do, right? So we said, all right, cool. We went to college. We got our degrees and we started to graduate in the late 2000s and early
Fell for the okie doke, huh? Fell for the okie doke. Yeah, see, y'all breached and cleared. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went in first, figured out what not to do. We watched y'all die so we could walk in and be like, oh, okay. So we could walk in and be like, oh, college. Okay, let's try this over here. You mean? Financial literacy. Oh, crypto.
We got our degrees and we started to graduate in the late 2000s and early 2010s, and those degrees didn't mean a damn thing. As a result, we looked at our Boomer and Gen X parents like, why the fuck did you lie to us like that? It's not their fault. They technically didn't lie to us because the reality of when they were growing up, yes, degrees actually mattered. In fact, a lot of our parents got turned down for jobs because they didn't have degrees. They just didn't know that the world would change
shifting
right as they were telling us that. Bro, we are really the transitional guinea pig generation. Like when I was born, VHS and cassette tapes were popular. But when I graduated college, we had already started to transition into fully digital media libraries. Literally everything ended and began with my generation. Millennials grew up with so many promises that we all thought we were gonna be straight if we just followed the formula. That was never the case, bro. So now, here we are in our early 30s, mid 30s, late, some of us even in our early 40s now, still on.
I'm fighting the urge to talk about it. I'm sorry. But fuck, man, you couldn't have given us a straight on angle, man. Why would you expose your cockeyedness like this?
Home, still in apartment, still kind of just winging it in life. And it's even crazier is the fact that the government still sees millennials as children, not realizing that the oldest millennial is in their fucking 40s, bro. We're depressed because we're in a stagnant state. You know what I'm saying? We have not been able to grow. Most millennials' lives honestly have not changed over the last 10 years. You might make a little more money than you did back in 2014. You don't got the income, or you got the income, but you don't got the credit. And then with the interest rates being so crazy, it's honestly cheaper to rent a house than it is to buy one. Not to mention that millennials and Gen Z are the generations that just been bombarded with information for our entire lives. Like, yes, awareness is good, but listen, man, too much of anything is a bad thing. And too much awareness definitely takes a toll on your mental health, man. Like everyday war, genocide, famine, gas prices, interest rates, job market. We know too much. Is overwhelming. Everything's expensive now. When I was in college, I used to go to McDonald's and get a McDouble, a McChicken, a large fry, and a sweet tea for $5.35. I put that same meal in my McDonald's app cart the other day. That motherfucker was $12. And our parents had the audacity to ask us, did we have McDonald's money back in the day? Motherfucker, you mean $4? So yeah, man, if it seems like millennials and Gen Z are just the most depressed and cynical ass generation, it's because we are. For a lot of valid ass reasons. None of us know what the hell going on. We just out here winging.
The direction that you choose in life, the things you choose to do, and the things you choose not to do, at this point, is life or death. Whether that's eating healthier so you can avoid the drugs that the doctors are going to try to give you, or maybe even stepping out of the American dream and really pursuing the dream that you've created for yourself. Or if you ever had an idea in the back of your mind how you can elevate yourself to the next level to possibly escape the trap or the maze that the people at the top are trying to put you in, this is the time to take that serious. Like Eric Thomas once said it perfectly, when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And right now, we're being suffocated by our government. So metaphorically, we can't breathe, which is why you need to start taking action. I don't believe any man should look down the street and say, oh my gosh, There's danger down the street and just continues to walk down that street with no strategy of how he's going to survive that danger. And to some of y'all, this is not even new stuff to you. You know the problems with the healthcare system. You know the problems with the education system. You know how bad the job market is and that they're not hiring nobody. You know that most of the foods that we eat is just pushing us closer and closer to a tombstone. Most people know these things, but instead of making some type of change or some type of strategy, pen to paper, they're gonna improve their situation, they rather complain about it. Now, I don't know you personally. I don't know your exact situation. I do know that ChatGPT.
But what I'm going to do is offer you a deal. Here, if you click the link in my bio and go to my course, that's what it sounds like Todd Buggy about to sell us, nigga.
GPT is free. And while everybody is scared of AI, you'll learn how to use AI as a tool to possibly get you out of the situation that you're in. Ask ChatGPT right now, how do I escape this rat race? This is how much I make. This is my credit score. This is how much debt I have. Help me clean this up. I want to be at this point next year. Okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, give me a full day-to-day breakdown. Give me a month-to-month breakdown. You can ask ChatGPT all of these things, but you know what people rather do? They rather sit in their comfort. After work, they go to sleep, they're too tired, or they go celebrate or something, and then they get back to work with no changes, and all these years are gonna pass by, and then they look up and be like, damn, the system did me dirty. Time waits for no man. You gotta make your decisions now. What you gonna do with you and your family, that's up to you. Are you gonna leave the country? Are you gonna start doing research on how it looks out the country? You're gonna start traveling more? But whatever you're gonna do, you need to start curating your life, guide you down that path. Do not just let the system, the government, the foods, jobs, decide what your future is gonna look like. So the last thing I'm gonna say is, look, man, it sucks. All right, it does. It sucks. It sucks the way things are. It does. But what are you going to do? Are you going to lay down and keep playing that game? Or will you create your own game while the rest of the world complains about it? It's a sad reality that some people have to live in, but it is reality. But it's all a mentality. So what side are you sleeping on tonight? But anyways, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button.
My boy Todd Boogie, Captain America with the motivational speeches, man. Eric, who? Who the fuck is Eric Thomas, man? My boy Optimus Prime, nigga. God damn. Nah, real shit, bro. I needed to hear that, fool. That's why I wanted to watch that shit before I stepped off, nigga. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to react to this on stream. Sex neuroscientist on the scary future of sex robots. Should I get that in now, bro? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Feel me? Maybe we might do this tie shit more often, bro. I feel good doing this shit. You with me? Look good, feel good, play good. You with me? You know what I mean? But we gonna see, bruh. Sub up. Appreciate y'all for fucking with me. Number 9 signing off.